I think that this is the first scene we have ever seen where the character is not in the game. Well, on the screen, anyway. Hello everyone, I'm your host Akama, and welcome back to another episode of Dead Space 2, which I have only now realized. This is an Eldritch horror game. It's a Lovecraftian Eldritch horror game. What? How did it take me this long to figure it out? Unless I figured it out during the first game and then forgot about it, but I don't understand how it took me this long to figure that out. What? Okay, it better not appear in here. Yeah, last time, the marker's active. Woohoo. They gave me a power node in here? What? The marker's active. We have an immortal necromorph chasing us. There was hardly any supplies in here. What did I even pick up in this thing? Was it worth it? Probably not. They have this room so that if I missed anything important, there would be a schematic in here for it. Possibly multiple schematics. Radiation containment? Oh joy. Sounds like a fun Friday night. Oh, direct marker access. Okay. And here's a place where it would have been better to save the game. Okay, sure. Okay, moving into the shop. Now we're moving out of the shop. And going over to the bench, I already know what I want to spend this on, though I don't remember the layout. We need to upgrade the plasma cutter damage. Really, really bad. So let's improve the capacity and improve the damage. This thing is your main weapon. In a way. I mean, it's always going to be your main weapon. It is the weapon of Dead Space. And it's just been so unreliable in damage because I haven't been upgrading it.
Convergence is almost here. Meet me at the marker.
Isn't there a song like that? Meet me at the marker? I mean, not the marker specifically, obviously. But I feel like there is something, some song, meet me at the I don't know. But it's a very familiar phrase. I feel like it should be a song I recognize. Oh, chapter 15! Alright, cool. That's cool. Come here, you. Not you, I was talking to your friend. There went your head. There went your... or my, esophagus. Hey, now! Take off your head and your arm. I killed your buddy and didn't realize it. I'm sure I'm the one who killed him, but I never realized that he was dead. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. I can't go back and sell that. I honestly have no use for it. Who did that? Who did that? I know you're out there somewhere. You came from this direction. You know what? Fine. Whatever. You want me to go that way? Let's check out this ray. The ray. Yes. Ripper blades. Useful. Medium med pack. Also useful. Kind of want to use it, but I don't think it would be the best time for it. Alright, let's move on. I hope I don't find any mines. You! Thank you. You're up there somewhere. There you are. No. You know what? Stasis is not lasting as long as I want it to. Next time I get the chance, I should try to upgrade stasis. Freeze him. Specifically the duration. I feel like the duration is going to save me a ton. Not save me anything specifically a ton, just it will save me a ton. Nope! I heard you coming! Really, dude? There's a vent right in front of me. Come on now. I upgraded the damage. Tear through these enhanced limbs. Good gracious. Really, they're more of an annoyance than a threat anymore. See? That's my reaction whenever I see them. Oh, not these guys again. I just got away from you. You won't leave me alone. I told you before, Jason, I don't want your company. Gosh. I come back here again. Tear it off, tear it off, tear it off. Tear it off. All the everythings, tear them all off. He tries to regenerate, but no, I freeze him. In fact, I think I could be wrong, but I believe that the stasis bombs freeze them longer. This is really inconvenient. You know what? This guy, him back. No, baby. Baby, I will come up there and spank you. You're supposed to be dead! And that killed me. Wonderful. Grenade! Nope, not for you. Oh, he's still alive. Hold on. Where'd he go? I think he killed himself. I'll take it. Alright, all of you. You're here! Why are you already here? You should not already be here. Look. Seriously! Knock it off. Alright, kid. There. He was the main problem in this area. No. Freeze. Again, they're not scary anymore. They're just annoying. Granted, they come out of nowhere, but still. Primarily, annoying. I feel like he is getting faster. Maybe it's just me, though. At least that'll stall him for a bit. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. 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 Again, no. Just no. Nope. That was beautiful. I shouldn't say that about such visuals, but that was beautiful. Go away. Don't even care. Just, they can go away. They're giving me all this ammo. It's not like I'm wasting it at this point. No, I told you. They don't listen either. Alright, open the door. Oh, jeez, you were right here waiting for me, weren't you? You must be so proud. So proud. So proud. I bet your mom's proud too. But I need you to die forever and always. Oh, there's two of you now. Son of a fart. Alright, no. Ah! There's two of them! Nope. Just nope. Now I immediately turn around. And nope again. Nope and all over your face. And the rest of your body. Okay, how are you still moving? Honestly. What even spawned you? At least the previous regenerating guy was created out of an experiment, but why are you the only one? Not that I'm complaining, I want you to be the only one. Great. Need to reload! There. One. Oh no, you do not! I'm not, again, not even scared, just annoyed. Hey buddy, I don't like you. Try. They don't listen very well either. Oh, really? I can't get by you? There we go. Best reason for stomping them? Taking out your frustrations. I'm sure these were the horror game back in the day, but for me, it's just... Stop it. I'm talking to you. Stop it. Stop it 12 times. There, took off one arm. I'll probably regenerate it, but whatever. Oh, is this a safe room? About time to catch your breath. My gosh. Okay. Text log says what? To anyone who may find this transmission, there are people, even some of my own staff, who say I am a monster for what I brought to the station. They say the marker is manipulative, that it influenced my decisions. They don't understand that what I did for this community. For our species. Titan Station was a dead husk before I breathed life back into it with government research grants. That research into unimaginable sources of energy, into manufacturing techniques and efficiencies far beyond all previous understanding, is the only hope that remains for mankind. One of these guys. We have relied on destructive planet cracking for far too long, and now we can no longer sustain ourselves. We need the markers to survive. If we fail in our efforts to understand them, there is no hope left for humanity. Well, it sounds like your humanity is already gone, so I don't care. Just let me use the cargo lift. At least when I was reading that, my stasis had a chance to recharge a bit. I'm probably using my... I'm actually not using my stasis packs. Or I'm picking them up enough. Alright, this seems safe. I think down there is the... Oh, that's where I came in downstairs. Derp. Save station is good. And then immediately throw ourselves right back into the jaws of hell. Alright. Make sure everything is actually reloaded. Do not have as much ammo for the line gun as I would have hoped. I think I should start using the Ripper again. Yeah, I've used up a lot of my plasma cutter energy. On this guy alone. He's annoying, honestly. Open says me. Nope, leaving you behind. Because I can. Neener, neener. So I walk onto this side. Nothing over here. What? Oh. Thank you. Does he jump in again? Trying to say hi. Where do I go? There's no door. What? Where was I supposed to go? Was something back in there? Am I now gonna have to fight him again because I was too stupid to notice it the first time? Oh, there it is. What was the point of that? Again, was there a schematic over there that I would have missed? Oh boy. This might be the end of the game, everybody. Oh my good gracious, what happened to you? Ouch! Okay.
I won't let you throw all this away.
Bye! That was easy. Easiest boss fight in the game. In history. Oh dear. Fine, whatever. In fact, he didn't even shoot. Don't take off your helmet. How many times do I have to tell you this? It makes for a better cutscene, but it's stupid!
Thank you, Isaac. Now, time to die.
What?
You know, I kind of figured. I really didn't trust the niceness. We're gonna have a fight in our brain? What? 10 times what?
Yours is the last body you need to be reborn. The makers must be absolved.
Yeah, that made sense.
You mean me? But Strauss said we could destroy the marker.
Not if we consume you first.
God damn it, I trusted you. Fuck you. And fuck your marker.
Ripper, Ripper. Oh, this is fun. Did I mention before that I really like the Ripper? Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Oh, you're summoning children! Are those our children that we could have had one day? Aw, they're all hallucinations. Yeah, that's precious. You thought you could stop me. That's precious. Okay. I need to... There's nobody right there. Okay. Which means this thing is probably... Or not. Okay, fine. Well, maybe I don't want to. You ever think of that? Huh, Nicole? Did you ever think of that? Just gonna pick this up real quick. There's a lot of these things. Oh, if you get close to me, it's automatically game over. And my brain exploded. And my head exploded. Oh, that's twisted. Well, at least they give you a unique game over screen when you face the final boss. I think that the last game I played, the only other game I've played that actually does that is Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and that was the game back on the Nintendo 64. So, kudos to you, game. Unique cutscene upon death when you're fighting the final boss. I will give you props for that. That was actually really awesome. Also, come closer, Nicole. Come closer, Nicole. Come into my blades, Nicole. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Really? That didn't kill you? Why not? You want me to cut off your head? I'll cut off your head. Woo! And unload the weapon into whatever this thing is. Probably my cerebral cortex. Okay. Come to me, children. Come into my blades. Oh. No, not into me. Into my blades. I don't want to come into the blades of your hands. Come, children. Come, children. Die, children. Die, children. Okay, I need to get closer to damage Nicole. Whoa, hi there. You know what? That works. This is giving me plenty of ammo. Lots of line racks, specifically. Or we don't have to be reborn. Just gonna pick up all this stuff and then unload the weapon into the heart. Which may actually not be a heart. Bye, kids! Bye, other kid! Bye, kid that I backed up into. Oh, there's 2 of you! 3 of you! Oh my gosh! Wait, I used my med kit and that killed me. They were probably close enough to kill me before I used my med kit, to be honest, but still. What? Okay, that's really great. Good for you. I can't exactly tear them off. Oh, they tore my head off. Okay, that's odd. Then again, none of them ever killed me before, so I could be wrong. Bye. Bye. Can I get your head? Woohoo! I am not the sum of your parts. Just gonna dump everything I have into that. And now, shoot the grenades at kids! Which is a line that must never be taken out of context. Alright, seriously, kids, y'all need to die. How did Nicole get so close to me? Okay, I'm glad that I'm throwing these guys back a bit. But, kind of making it difficult to run around and get a good angle on the little turds who are trying to kill me. Aww, I don't care. Howdy ho, away we go. Okay, that's great. Just gonna reload and then fire. And this is using up what is also my grenade ammo, so great. No kid. And I think I must have left a lot of ammo back here as well. Just no. Nope, 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 nope. I have so many nopes for you right now. But the nope is incredible. Just gonna nope out of this fight. You're not even gonna tell me what that means? So I'm assuming that I do not want to. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's do this one. Okay, come on now. Bum, 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 bum. Great job. Alright, kids. Time to evaporate into nothingness. Hi. You were farther away last time I saw you. What? Okay, I did it! It's actually really easy and fast whenever you figure out the right strategy. I'll probably include it, but every single time, all you do is drop a mine at Nicole's feet whenever she appears, and then spend the rest of your time taking out the little guys. presumably you will have enough time after that's all done to unload your plasma rifle into the whatever it was. And then Ellie shows up, gonna evacuate us with the gunship. I say, get off your butt and save your life. Also, welcome back. I guess all the necromorphs are turned into goop again. Or credits roll. Yep, credits roll. And then we'll get evacuated at the very end. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, not really sure where to go about doing that. I guess we could put on our helmet, but it has limited air supply.
You complete bastard! Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
You're full of bad ideas, remember?
Yeah, well, here's another one. I'm crashing through the roof to get you. Now move your ass.
Wait, no, Ellie, it's too late. Stay clear of the station.
Yeah, well, you don't really have a say this time. Heads up.
Sure! We get to fight our way out of this? Or just maneuver while the credits roll? Or do nothing while the credits roll? The credits have stopped, by the way. The credits aren't rolling anymore. At least he put his helmet on, finally. Am I guiding this? Oh hey, I am guiding this! I can use a boost. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hi. Using the boost. Using the boost. Hi there. I am reminded of Mass Effect. I gotcha. Thank you very much. Now we can get out of here. Or, you know, get blown up in the explosion. Or just stand there and watch it. Kinda need air, though. Yeah, the fake out ending didn't really affect me. I was like, where's she coming? I'm gonna be saved at some point. I mean, we gave her a freaking gunship. Not just a transport ship. A gunship. She was going to use it. Sadly, she didn't use it in combat. Probably not possible with just a pilot, but still. Is she back there, by the way? Is he going to turn around and see another necromorph because he's still crazy? Oh, what? It's just like the ending of the first game. Just like the ending of the first game. They had him look over and there's a bloodied form. Who is it? Oh, wait. It's the friendly. You're not even going to have him explain it or just say nothing? Come on, game. You know better than that. I mean, it's a nice little callback and it gives me a good laugh. You know what? I like this game. It was good. There are some things I was a little bit questionable about. For instance, we never got to completely destroy the regenerative... whatever it was. It almost looked like an insect. Some kind of bug. Anyway. Aside from that minor gripe, it was a relatively good game. I'm not very good with aiming. But I liked it. The most difficult part I believe I had was either when I was getting swarmed with enemies and didn't have enough ammo to get through them all, or the very first time I encountered the reanimated velociraptors. I couldn't quite understand them and I was too panicked to try to understand them. Plus back then I was still freaking out. Something that happened in the first game too. I'm really scared and nervous and all kinds of insert negative emotion here whenever the game first starts out and during like the first third of the game. But after that point you get to it and it's like, okay, I think I've seen everything there is to see. There might be one or two surprises that come in later, and they really just threw all the new enemies at you in the beginning. Like during that first third beginning, I mean. Sure, there were enhanced versions later on, but I don't really count them. I don't think anybody actually would. And I guess there were some of the enhanced new enemies that kind of made me nervous, even some of the old ones. But for the last half of the game, for the last 2/3 of the game, it was just, okay, sure, I've seen all this before. Now we just try to survive until the credits roll. Which we did! The credits rolled twice. So, I think that the game probably could have used imagination a little bit better. I guess that would be probably a fair, not really complaint. I don't want to say that's something I would complain about the game, or that I would have a gripe about the game about. It's just something they could have done better. Like, all the imagination, at least as far as the enemies were concerned, it was, hey, here's a few new enemies. Alright, now get through the rest of the game, we'll give you plot along the way. And you're like, what? This is it? This is all it is. I mean, there's a few new guns, like the javelin gun, which I never used. I used the Ripper, which was in the first game, but to me it was a new gun in here, so it kind of felt new. But again, I took the plasma cutter and the line gun. And the pulse rifle, again. A gun that was in the first game, but that I never used, because I didn't really see shooting, even though they're plasma, bullets at an enemy to take off their limbs. And it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's a completely different story, and I'm talking about the game as it is right now. I wasn't interested in using any of the new guns. And whenever I finally got the flamethrower, even, I'm known as a pyromaniac whenever I play games. And I got the flamethrower and I was like, okay, well, I don't want it. I like what I have. And by that point, really, why would you want to use a new weapon or an old weapon that you're relatively familiar with when you already have full weapon slots and you're just trying to get through the rest of the game at that point? You're saving up all of your credits for power nodes, or at least I hope you would. Power nodes and new suits. Maybe sometimes you want extra supplies if you've been using a particular gun a little bit more often than usual. But I think that, again, I'm not saying that this game is bad in any way, but it suffers from creativity burnout, I think. There was not a whole lot that was put into this game creativity-wise. Granted, you do get to explore a big old space station, and when they have you go through the residential quarters, that was kind of a new spin on, hey, everyone else is suffering around you, and hey, look at that, there's even little kids here, there's toddlers, babies, whatever you want to call them. All these people, all these families that lived on board the station, they're all dying, and you can't do anything about it. And that was a little bit disheartening. That kind of really wrecks your mood about what's going on around you. Not that you dislike the game more or less for it, but it was mostly just plot, I think. That's what it was all about. The first Dead Space game, they kind of give you mission objectives because you're there on a mission. And on this game, you're just trying to survive, so there is no mission other than survive, get to the end, blow everything up, and you celebrate with credit rolls. But it was the focus of the game, the plot, was story-driven. And that's pretty much all this was. I kind of feel like this could have been released as a comic series or a movie or something like that, and you still would have gotten the same kind of experience out of it. I mean, you know, there's the interactivity of it all, and people would say, why wouldn't they just make another game that we could play? Well, yeah, you can make a game and you can sell copies and people will buy it and possibly keep buying it. I mean, I'm playing this game who knows how many years after it came out. But there wasn't anything really new. I mean, I went through some of the new stuff before, but even then, there was not a lot. And I did enjoy the story, honestly. The story was really, really good. More predictable, I think. Maybe after I played the first one, it would be more predictable. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed playing the game. It's a good game, honestly, but there's not a lot going for it. Other than the story, I mean. Like, I have to keep saying it. I did enjoy it, but I feel like, what was the point? Like, of making this whole big game and releasing it, you really could have cut down your budget a lot more if you just released a series of comics about it. I know that there are Dead Space comics, and there's Dead Space movies, animation, maybe even live action or whatever. And I get that Dead Space started out as a game. You're going to want more games in the series. I assume that the demo reel or whatever it is that rolls when you don't push any buttons at the title screen, that's what they showed at E3, and people would have gone nuts over that, I'm sure, if that's what it was. Because people played the first Dead Space game, they wanted another Dead Space game, they're excited for it, really want to play more, but it could have been better thought out. It could have been more creative. And I have to reiterate again, I don't think that this was a bad game in any way. They just could have tried to put in more. I didn't dislike any of the new elements. I didn't dislike that there were a bunch of old elements. As a horror game, that probably helps me personally to get through it more if I know that I know what this is, I know how to deal with it. Some of the new enemies I was not too happy about having to deal with because they were new and I didn't know how to deal with them. So having some of the old stuff in there, or I should say a lot of the old stuff, all of the old stuff even, that was probably good for me. It helped me to play the game easier. I could get through it. There were a couple of points during the first third where I was thinking, I really can't play through this game. I'm going to have to cancel it because I can't deal with all the horror elements that are going on. And I didn't. I kept on pushing through it. It's easier to play these kind of games in short spurts like I do. But after you get everything new out of the way, you're like, what's next? What am I supposed to do next? There's nothing more to expect. Will they give me something new? Eventually they did. They gave you a regenerating enemy at the end of the game. I guess it could be considered one of the boss fights. I remember that giant almost tentacle monster in a church, and that was kind of a boss fight, but it didn't really last very long. I shot its limb while it dragged me across the floor, and then when that was over, oh hey, here comes a bunch of little enemies while the big one runs off for some reason, I guess, and it just keeps on going. So there weren't any boss fights in this game. Again, not a bad thing. We didn't need the boss fights. It just kind of broke up the first game a bit. But this game really was just story driven. It didn't feel like there was anything that... Oh, there it goes. It didn't feel like there was more to it. You've seen everything in the beginning. What else is there to expect other than, alright, let's figure out how the story ends? There was story. There was plenty of it. And it was motivating enough to make you want to sit through to the end. But again, why? Why was this released as a game? You can enjoy playing them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. But I think this game just falls flat for me. Again, I didn't dislike it. I enjoyed it. If people ask me, should I play Dead Space 2? I'd say, sure, play it. Enjoy it. It's more the same from Dead Space 1, except it's a different story. And yeah, at the same time, it's sort of the same story, but I guess markers, necromorphs, that's what Dead Space is, so maybe not completely the same story. And I'll tell people, yeah, you should play it, try it out, you'll have fun if you enjoyed the first game. But it feels pointless. It falls flat. There's nothing new. There was nothing exciting about it. You play the game and you go through it and you're like, alright, all this stuff I've seen before, new locations, maybe a couple of new stuff here and there. Let's do it. We can have fun. And that's it. I don't want to say I dislike this game because I didn't. But still, it feels pointless.
This is Flight Team EG9 to Control. We have completed the flyby. There's nothing left. I repeat, Titan Station has been completely destroyed.
And the marker?
Negative. Nothing survived this, sir. Marker Site 12 is a total loss.
Pity. Recall all flights and return to base. The other sites will have to pick up the pieces.
Save your progress to unlock New Game Plus mode. Sure. And sure, we can save over Chapter 15. Prototype suits unlocked, which sounds awesome. Elite suit versions and security suit variants unlocked in New Game Plus. Look for new items in the store and for schematics lost in the sprawl to get access to this experimental technology. Hardcore mode, in which you will find the bare minimum of health and ammo to stay alive. And in the end of the game, I kind of suffered from that a lot. When you die, you restart from your last save. You can only save... Oh my gosh, that's horrible! So you have to complete the game in pretty much 3 sittings at most. I hate that. I'm sure that's good for Twitch players, but I do not like that sound. Unlock New Game Plus mode. Suits and weapons from your prior playthrough will be available in the first store. If you like a challenge, there you go. And I'm just going to leave it here like this, or maybe there might be something in the extras. Controller map, redeem content, no. And credits. Well, I think that's it. I wish I could say more about this game. I feel like I just mostly repeated myself over and over during the credits, but I want to be clear about how I feel about this game, because even though I liked it, most of what I have to say, most of the feedback I have for this game seems negative. Maybe it's just kind of like how I've changed viewing games recently, because I've never thought this way about any game until very, very recently. Even the Mario games, which people say are repetitive, I don't feel that way about them, but then again, I don't play many Mario games anymore. Man, I don't know. It was a good game. It was fun to play through. The story was nice, enjoyable. I liked going through it. I don't regret playing this game. I'm glad I played this game. But I just kind of feel like I should be more empty than this. Maybe it's because I'm playing a game and I'm having fun and I feel like I should have a more empty feeling about all this in the end. I don't know. It just feels like it was not an unsatisfying game. It was not an unsatisfying experience, but I feel like it just, again, falls flat. And I know I'm repeating myself again, but I don't think there is anything more to say about it. The creativity, the inspiration in this game. I'm sure they were very inspired to create this game, but the inspiration that's in the game, particularly when you look at not plot stuff, minimal. Like there was not a lot in there. Even though I liked the game, I'll say that this was disappointing. That seems like the right word. Like looking back on it, I can say it was disappointing. While I was playing the game, I would have said, this is fun, I like the challenge, I'm dying fairly, probably, sometimes not fairly, but I'm having a fairly difficult time getting through this. It's a good game, and it was, but I'm leaving it feeling disappointed, and I don't know if I can say anything more about that. So if you've stayed this long, I feel I should say that I had the next few games planned out, and because of difficulty with my computer software, my screen capture has failed. And the next few series had to be cancelled. I know that probably nobody knows what they were. You could probably guess very easily. I've said in previous comments what they could be. But I've had to cancel a bunch of series just because of my screen capture failing. So I, at this point, have no idea what I'll play next. Obviously, I'll have something ready to go on the schedule whenever the next one comes out, but I have no idea what I'm playing at this point anymore. But I would like to say this. I don't want to play another M-rated game. Because I've been playing a lot of M-rated games. Check my playlist. There's a ton of them on there. And I feel I want to play something a little bit more friendly or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, everyone, for Dead Space 2. I know this was a long episode. I know I rambled a lot here at the end. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. But I will see you on another episode of whatever comes next. Like I always say, take care.